All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Apologies, slight technical errors, but we're back at it. So you thought you'd miss me, but no, I'm live with you today, all of you. Thanks for joining. It's two people watching here, I see on YouTube, so I'll try to answer any type of questions you have. We have multitude of people also joining on our Instagram channel. Not sure how the LinkedIn channel is working for us for these live streams. But as I said, we will continue to test these. We will continue to experiment with these live sessions just to be as close as possible to all of you guys, to anyone building on top of Supliful, creating their own skincare supplement, coffee, or pet care products. So yeah, welcome to today. Okay, we already have some bunch of questions coming in. I have a list of questions that you have submitted. Some of you have submitted before this live stream, so I'll go through those. But I have guys from Pakistan joining, asking questions. Rene is asking, how much money did it take to start your company? Okay, so Supliful is my second company. And I can talk about two of the companies I have started. Okay, also legit, you're trying to book a call for the accelerator program. We had some issues with the website, so it should be easy to book a call. The team is informed and we are aware of that. But okay, let's go back to the question about how much money it takes to start a company. So the first company I started with the current co-founders of Supliful, Richards and Rudolfs. It was into also e-commerce, and we were selling posters in the US market. And we invested about $1,000 as a startup capital, and we grew that business to about 1.5 million in revenue. But it took us 5 years to do it. But the initial investment was very low. And in 2020, we successfully sold that business for 6 figures. And that kind of was a decent return on our initial investment. But you know what was, and that process was very inspiring and kind of an inspiration why we started Supliful, because that print-on-demand industry literally enabled us to generate wealth for ourselves just by using our own knowledge, by using our own skills, and not necessarily needing a lot of capital to break into a market or to build something. And with Supliful, it's the same thing here. It's just that these barriers of entry in the fast-moving consumer goods market, which is $1 trillion industry globally, are so high that these larger players like Nestle, Unilever, ones that are actually the conglomerates, they're really controlling that market and are doing kind of a price fixings. That there are controversies around these companies. They're doing they're I would say venturing into practices that are not maybe that ethical in order to make sure that their businesses continue to grow over time, but really blocking other new entrants to come into the market, because it requires significant capital investment before Supliful to break into this market. So we are happy to build this and to create this. But initially in Supliful, we invested about $50,000 our own money to build the initial product, the super early version of that, about 2.5 years. Rene, another good question. Do we hold stock for all the unique SKUs? Partly. So about 70% of the SKUs that we hold are in our Denver facility that we buy into our inventory. But the rest of the SKUs are distributed with the fifth now is in progress with the 5 production partners that we have directly integrated with in the US, and they mostly hold the stock. But when there are some higher volumes, we tend to support them as well in order so that they can buy the necessary ingredients and make sure that and they have also enough resources to produce all the products. Zish, you have a question. Can you start Supliful from Pakistan? Yes, you actually can start as long as you plan to sell the products in the US and your core audience is in the US market. Then there's no issues. I have been saying in previous live streams that mostly the international shipping is for kind of ordering samples. It's not streamlined at the moment. The regulations differ from country to country. There's different kind of also additional requirements in terms of registration numbers that need to be submitted in order to make sure that the process is streamlined. Taxes apply to one product or to another don't. So there's tons of little details that hinder the flow of your orders being delivered to the end consumer. So in terms of that, Rand, basically the suggestion is to really build your brands in the US market, make sure you scale them there. And in the coming future, let's say in the next 6 to 12 months, we of course plan to unlock other markets that have the same service, like in UK, in Australia, continental Europe. So this is what we plan to do in the next probably 6 to 12 months. So that's in terms of launching your product on from Pakistan. So it's really doable. Okay, so Amy, you have a question about the Brazilian coffee. So the coffee is roasted in United States, in Florida, but the coffee beans itself are coming from Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. But that information needs to be, or not needs, but is described in the product descriptions that you can find in our product catalog. All right. Okay, we have a club question. I don't have a registered business, so I can't get a VAT registration, or is it possible to use Supliful EORI number in the meanwhile? Unfortunately, it's not possible to use our EORI number, so that's not the possible. I see Tom Sons from our team, our head of marketing, is also jumping in the chat here. So thanks for your help. It's great. With South America be available when UK is available. So when we will most likely do expansion on the markets, we will definitely evaluate what is the expected potential, what is the demand, what we can roll out in each of those markets, but we see there is, first of all, traction in the UK market from for many of our existing businesses. That's number one. And number two, we already had a list of manufacturers that be ready to join Supliful in UK. It's just that we currently don't have the capacity to onboard them. So I would say that UK will probably be our next expansion geography, and then we would go from there and see what other markets we should unlock. Okay, Kojo is asking about TikTok Shop, what products were available. So in terms of how we determine which products are available for use on TikTok, we looked at that they can be fulfilled in the time that is in the time frame that the TikTok requires. So these 48 hours, that's number one. Number two is that we ensure that there's good stock for that product and that we can restock in case of spikes of demand for those products. So these were the most critical aspects that we took into account. And third, of course, we made sure that the products are compliant with the TikTok guidelines. I'm not sure what's the latest update on that, but our product manager is still in conversation with TikTok because they are moving their product categories around, and we still need to make sure we fit within the right categories that they are currently creating. And it's expected that this will roll out by the end of the August, and then that would allow us also to promote more and add more products to TikTok so that you can do your sales. Okay, a lot of questions specifically about Brad from for more flavors, about hydration powders, more functional foods rollouts. Yes, we're literally working on adding more and more products to the catalog. This quarter, the objective is to add at least 40 new products that are one click away, accessible for you to sell. Additionally, we will be creating like an expanded product catalog where there be a bit more lead time potentially for those products, and just so that you have a visibility in terms of what products in total we can give you access, although they might not be available with this on-demand process. So I hope that clarifies things. Yeah. So Dali, we will expand most likely, as I said, on product offerings and features, and our vision is to eventually let all of you on the Supliful platform create your own custom formulations, your own custom products with a click of a button. So you would register on Supliful, and instead of just clicking on a product and customizing the label, you would be able to like see trends, what is trending in the market. For example, creatine gummies. You would click on that trend, and then you'd be able to choose the packaging, choose the flavor of a product. Add potentially some ingredients or remove some ingredients, reduce, for example, a sugar amount, and literally like with very low MOQs, maybe 10 units, order and create your own product on the platform that you can instantly put up as a pre-sale on your website. So that's the vision that we're working on. It will take some time to execute it and build it, but it's something doable, and I think will unlock a lot of value for all of you building on top of Supliful. All right, so Maya has some questions about accelerator program fee. What are the recurring fees, liability insurance, etc. So overall, if you don't buy any services from Supliful, you pay as you go. What it means is that only when you make a sale, we charge you for that specific order that you just sold your end customer to the audience that you're selling your products to. So that's one. But of course, you can add additional costs, like you can start buying subscription service from us where we give access to more exclusive products. You unlock volume discounts. You get access to high level mockups, and we will be building out more features on the platform to ensure that you can get your products in the market at the highest quality in the shortest time possible. So instead of taking months and months and months to launch your stores and products, we will try to reduce it to just a couple of days or a couple of weeks. So that's the objective, and then of course fees would incur on the digital platform side. What other fees? Other fees, of course, you need to pay if you're selling through Shopify. Then you need to pay for a Shopify plan. Maya mentions liability insurance. Yes, that's also something that is suggested to get. Initially, it's relatively cheap. It's about $1,000 per year. So it's something you can also incorporate in your pricing strategy. So of course, there are some additional probably operational costs for you, ad costs, server costs, or whatever services additional you are using also to run your store. But that is then going kind of very in details. about additional costs. From Supliful side, there are no additional costs besides what I've talked about. Do we plan to make supplements for dogs and cats? Yes, yes, yes. It's in progress. It's definitely a niche that we want to unlock. It's a very fast growing market, supplements for pets. And we already have pet care. So, again, it's just about our ability to introduce new products the fastest way possible. And we're also, one of the bottlenecks, to be honest, has been making high quality product images, and we were doing this by making photos, then creating mock-ups, then rendering those mock-ups or whatnot. I'm not sure. I'm not that technically savvy in this Photoshop stuff, but eventually the thing is that it took very long time. So sometimes we already had the products on our hands, but it took us like 2 to 3 weeks just to create all those product assets. But now we are working on a 3D rendering solution that should reduce that time to probably 3 to 4 days for each of the product, and that already reduces the speed for us to publish new products on the platform. All right, a lot of exciting, great. It's great to hear that you guys are excited. I'm excited that you continue to build on top of Supliful. Franchising in different region is not something that we have been entertaining or talking about that idea. Open to discussion. We can discuss. I'm always interested to kind of chat about potential, how to spread and ensure that this business concept goes global. So the best way to discuss new business proposals is if you go to my LinkedIn profile. There you can actually book an appointment with me, and we have a quick 15-minute chat and see whether there is some potential for collaboration. In terms of the US market, what we are personally, not we, I would say I'm personally working on is individual business owner program. It means that any person can start offline sales using Supliful infrastructure to approach bars, spas, smaller local community gyms to help them launch their own brands of supplements or skincare, whatever is the specific use case, or pet care. So if you go to business.supliful.com, you can check out more about the program. It's super easy to start. It's not expensive. It's only available in the US at the moment, but it's an experiment that we're running now. Looks well. What do you suggest to start a successful skincare brand through Supliful? So number one is always you need to identify your audience, who you want to sell to. But then the success rate, it depends probably on your ability to stay consistent, stay disciplined, learn new things, you use resources that we have. For example, Supliful Roadmap that teaches you all from how to create your brand, how to identify your audience, to eventually how to set up email drip campaigns and do digital marketing. So that's a really cool resource we recently built. So go check that out. I think it's under services, Supliful Roadmap, so it's super easy to find. Kimo is asking what countries do we ship to. So we mostly ship 99% of our products in the US market. So that is the market where Supliful operates seamlessly. All right, there's already people responding to that question. That's great to hear, to see. So what do we suggest to run ads on TikTok or Facebook in the US? So we're seeing success very much with TikTok affiliate network. So that is a kind of new approach how to sell products, and it's been very exploding lately in a couple of months. But with some of our brands, we also see profitable Facebook ads campaigns, and so that is also a route to go. Again, it boils down to testing, to understanding what is really your audience, what is the angle, and if the ads and kind of the average order value is profitable, and you can start scaling that, then both channels can be lucrative. All right, Dar is asking any suggestions on getting proper testing done to meet Amazon compliance rules. So what you can get from us is, of course, COAs. You need to request specifically those with our customer support team, but it's something that we would be sharing with you. It's certificates of analysis for each of the products that we have on the platform. Third or second aspect is we're working on, like, I wouldn't say working, but that's in our product development pipeline, is to introduce like third-party lab tests. So each individual brand can actually order like a lab test specifically for that product. Then we would do it for you, and you would have analysis. We have analysis of that specific item. Oh, okay, Renee. So we have a call in 25 minutes. That's great. So we'll chat then about the details on potentially franchising Supliful. All right. Chris is asking about would any AI image background rendering program be integrated on the websites? Yes, this is definitely also that we have experimented with. We see good results. We haven't yet implemented that, but eventually these AI generated images would replace the mock-ups in I'm not sure in what is the product development timeline here for that feature, but again, it's an idea that we have been entertaining and playing around with. We know it would bring a lot of value to all of you selling these products, because again, it serves the purpose of really reducing the time to market for those products. So definitely something we will integrate. Okay. All right. There's a bunch of questions. There's a lot of questions. I was coming in today and wondering, like, last time we didn't have much questions coming in. I was wondering what I will talk about, but apparently I will not be able to even cover everything. I have a bunch of questions from YouTube also. Let me, in a sec, address those. From Instagram, what prevents us, Brad is asking, shipping to Mexico, Canada? So it's taxes mostly and different regulation on the products. There's different requirements for each of those products. All right, that we sell. Okay, there's a specific question from Chris about running ads, or rather comment. All right, all questions on Instagram answered. Okay, we have Orhan is asking me something in German. No idea what the fuck that means. I don't have any German language skills, unfortunately. Are you thinking of entering the European market? Yamina is asking that. I think I addressed that question a bit previously. Not at the moment. Okay, Maxwell, you have an account with Supliful, but you haven't started. You live in the United States. Okay. You have difficulty with the language because you're Brazilian. Well, you can use Google Translate. Just it works very well, and translate all the pages, all the website that we have created, and you'll be probably able to better understand what it's all about. Yeah, Max. Unfortunately, we don't have any people in our team yet. Maybe some of our team actually speaks Portuguese, but I think it's not something that we'd be able to support you with at this point. So my best recommendation for you is that use Google Translate that translates your whole page. You don't need to copy text or whatnot. You just, um, I mean, the translator just translates the website automatically. Um, CVA is asking about a system where you would input your information and then we would generate a logo for you. There is these type of services available already. What was one service name that I used actually? Hmm. Well, basically there are tons of these AI generated logo services. Just Google for those, and there's a bunch of those available. It's not necessarily something that we would be focusing on, because something that you need to bring to Supliful already. More lucrative is for us to really generate these lifestyle images for you based on some specific prompts or some specific brand messaging that you want to convey. So I see that would be more interesting and more valuable for you, because mostly, yeah, these product photo shoots, if you can generate them realistically with AI, it reduces a lot of costs. And most importantly, it reduces a lot of time. So definitely something that we can do. Oh, and I see Chris is already sharing that in Canva you can already do like a AI custom logo. Um, okay, there's chemo from Algeria, sell health supplements. No, code here and then which cost purchases $2. Well, okay, you're asking about cost per click on ads. Of course, in Algeria, it's probably way more cheaper. I mean, on average, in the United States, I think it's about probably 20 to even $30 per. Oh no, that was per acquisition, I guess. That was per acquisition. I'm not sure about the data in terms of cost per click, either on Facebook or other platforms. So I have no idea on that. All right, we were a couple of minutes late, so we will override this 30-minute thing. I tried to answer most of your questions coming in through the chats, both on YouTube and then on Instagram. So thanks a lot for posing those. I hope I answered those. Alex, well, we discontinued the product because nobody's buying it and nobody's selling that. It's just not a high moving product. We don't see any more value in keeping it in the stock. Um, okay, there's someone wanting to send to Kuwait his supplements, so that or his products. So basically, if the country is not listed in our delivery destination countries on the shipping part, then my suggestion, at least is a service that we use, is to use eShop We Drop. So basically, it's a service that allows you to send the product to an address in the United States, and then they will pretty much send it to any place in the world. Poikans is asking, are we planning to provide delivery options for Baltics as well? Not in the near term future. Again, most of our focus is only on the US market, and this is where we are operating, and this is where the service works seamlessly. Then there was about the US UK market. I think I discussed and addressed that. How does a starter plan help if you already have a Shopify store and social media? Well, the starter plan gives you 24/7 and quick access to customer support. It gives you subscribers discounts to products. You get also mock-up images nicely generated for you with a click of a button, and access to new products. I think already we did that. All right, guys. Alex, there's another. Yes, yes. So tallow cream definitely growing. There's a couple of people already selling that well and trying different marketing tactics. So that's going well. Definitely a exploding topic that we see. Right. I think we are on 30 minutes spot as we were a bit late today. But thank you all for again joining in. Really, really great questions. All right. There's already some people connecting on the chat. People, the same people from Algeria. Algeria, sorry for mispronunciations. But all right, Salvar, last question. Give me that. Shoot me the last question, and then I'm closing this down. I'll wait. I'll wait a couple of seconds, and I hope you'll be able to answer that question. You're welcome for the updates, Chris. We'll probably do another longer session about what about recapping our this quarter's objective more in October. Okay. Alex, a lot of questions about this gut health popping. So there's a cool website that you can all check out. It's called Exploding Topics. So you go there and it actually shows you different trends, and it's something we will probably be incorporating also on Supliful. All right. Thanks everyone for joining. I don't see the question from Sala, whatever is your username, but you'll be able to probably ask this next week. So I'll catch you next week on the live stream. Thanks everyone for joining, and yeah, much love. Peace.